Well, hey there, party people. It's Brian Price, Echo 7 Design Company. Today we're going to do something a little different. This is going to be my first time live working on Twitch. So I actually have a pretty challenging one. So I hope you guys enjoy. Maybe learn a little something about Photoshop or Illustrator or InDesign, that kind of stuff. It should be a pretty good time though. And you can see just kind of some of my process, so should be fun. Let's get started. All right. So let's go ahead and get that disclaimer out of the way. Any of the artwork that I work on during this is owned by its respective, the respective client, and I'm using it with permission. So, with that out of the way, let's hop into Photoshop. Bloop, bloop. And then what we'll do is I'll kind of show you what the issue is, and then we'll start getting to work on it. So I am working on some album artwork an album layout for a record. It's a band called Liquid Sound Company. They are doing, the Starry Records is putting out their record, and so I'm doing the album stuff for them. I got a ton of, as you can see, they sent me a ton of stuff, but really not what I need. They're all PNGs, which is well and good when it comes to, like web and that kind of stuff, but for print, I'm going to need it a little different. And the artist that put these together sent me this originally, this little, or sent us this here. But they don't have the native files for some reason. I have no idea why, but that's all right. But this is kind of how we're going to have to work on this. So we're going to start with, let's see, where are we? Black and white is this. Okay, cool. I think I already saved this. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go through and color. So I'm going to break this off of here. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar, or Fancy Feast. Let's see. Let's open the slip jacket. Now the client also mentioned that they did not want to go with the same color that was on some of the original. In fact, here, let's bring these up in the Finder here real quick. Bloop. Okay, here we go. Album art. Okay, so this stuff. There we go. So let's find this original artwork. Come on, where are you? That's closer to what we want, but it's not exact. Well, where the hell is it? That's really weird. It was there and now it's gone. Those damned gremlins stole it. Well, here, why don't we show you this? So this right here is the original colored version that they released for their CD, and it's not what we want. They want to go something different for the record. So They want it closer to what I was showing you, this blue, so we are going to go in and go color stuff. Now, what's going to be kind of tough is a lot of this stuff, because I have to prep it for print and not web. I'm going to have to do some changing a little bit. We're going to go in and we're going to change the color mode to CMYK. Yeah, I know. Error messages abound here. But we'll go through and color. So I'm going to stick that there. And then really the easiest thing that we'll be able to do is get that blue in first. I like to go a little sloppy to start with. And that way, it's because it's easier really to fine tune with the eraser than it is with the brush. So we're going to create, let me shut that off, get away. We're going to create a couple of layers here. We're going to call this flat blue. And then we're going to call this layer other blue, 01, because I'm going to need to do some gradients, it looks like. So here we go. We'll go to the flat blue layer. I am going to hit I for my eyedropper. And I'm going to grab this blue from that one. There we go. And then I will go to, oh, by the way, I use a shit ton of keyboard shortcuts. So, have no fear. It's this guy right over here. And here we go. So I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to bump up the size of the brush and just bloop, like this. And then it goes up there. There we go. Looks like her hair is that blue also, so I'll do that here in a second. And like I said, I usually will just kind of do it a little sloppier at first, and then I'll go in and fine tune with the eraser. So then there we go. I will do that. I will reduce the size just a little bit so we don't get too crazy. And we'll go through and scoop here. Like I said, not too worried about the fine tuning just yet. And then let's see, this blue. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh, I see there is a little bit of discrepancy here. Also, let's see. I'll tell you what. Let's open this other one. No, we don't want to open the alt. Okay, this is the one that still has the white. Let's see, we're going to test something real quick. A lot of what I do is experimentation, because sometimes things are not going to work the way I want them to work. So I have to improvise. Let's try something real quick. Oh, you know what? That has a little gradient too, doesn't it? Just a tiniest bit of gradient. But I think we're going to just forego that and go solid. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. I thought that might be the case. We are going to go through and do it this way, because why not? So what I've done is I've changed the blend mode to multiply, because I want the blue to pop into the white, but I don't want it to go into the black, which, as you can see, works out for me. So we're going to go through here and color, 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 brush, 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 brush. Okay, and then let's see, where are we here? Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted at all. There we go. There we go. Where did the other one go? Ah, there we go. Okay. We're going to go ahead and close this one out because I don't want it to look janky. So, oh, I see why there's a gradient, because the blue is there as well. Well, shoot. Okay, well, that's okay, because I will just go in here and make it a little darker. First, oh, hang on, I gotta fix my flow. My hustle and flow. There we go, that's better. But I want, there we go, with that hard edge. So we'll do this, come in here a little bit, just give that a little go. Let's, oops, we're gonna change this just a little. Oops. This is where it's going to start to get a little tedious, because some of these are small spots here. The good news is, what makes it pretty easy, especially using the eraser tool, is that I can go in and I can click once to start it, and then I can hold shift and then click somewhere else, and it'll make that perfect straight line for me, which is awesome, and that's what I wanted. And some of these I'll just draw around. Oh, by the way, so the second screen that I have going here is this is my Wacom, or Wacom, I don't know how you pronounce it, tablet, and that's what I use in lieu of a mouse, because I have much more control over fine-tuning stuff. It's basically kind of like drawing on an iPad, but on a much bigger scale. So there's that. We'll scoop on that. We'll do this because we don't want the blue coming out of there. Don't want the blue coming out of here. And once I get everything done, I'm going to use a little trick as well, just because usually in print, because I only have the blue in some of the areas in the black, sometimes it's going to look really weird on the print. Like it'll be, oh dang. It'll look like the black will look weird in spots. Like it won't look weird everywhere, but it'll look weird in spots. So I'll show you a little trick to get rid of that. But I need to get all of this done first. We'll do all the full coloring first, and then I'll show you that little trick, because if it works out the way I want it to work out, it's going to look super cool, and it's going to work out. And if it doesn't, I'll be very sad, and I'll look stupid on the stream, which is not beyond the realm of possibility. Okay, so this blue looks a little... Oh, you know what? I am going to expand us a little bit. I want to clear that because I don't want a specific ratio. No, I don't want it that far. There we go. So we're going to make it a little bigger that way and this way. There we go. Actually, go a little bit further. There we go. All right. So actually what I'm going to do first off is I'm just going to make some squares that I can keep as palettes for these colors so I can remember what I'm using. Because in Illustrator I have color swatches, but oh, you know what? I'm dumb. There they go, right there. Oops. Just kidding. All right, we're gonna call this blue 1. We're making a swatch right now. There we go. And then let's make a little. Let's grab this lighter blue. So we're gonna go in. And grab the little eyedropper tool. Let's grab that lighter blue. And we're gonna make that light blue. There we go. And then let's grab the yellow. Oh, that's almost like a yellow-green, isn't it? Let's fix that. And we're going to make that just bright yellow. Why not? Let's move this down here. Green. That's kind of a... not really a pea green. It's like a lighter version of this one, I think. Let's start here. Let's grab this. Where is my... I want... oh, wait. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. And then grab this guy. Ah. So that's not terrible. Let's go ahead and make a swatch out of that. Let's go green 01, because why not? Oh, I put it down there. I was like, where'd it go? There we go. Cool. All right, so we've got dark blue, we got light blue. In fact, actually, you know what? Do I wanna? Because it's weird. Okay, so it's weird that the blue. So there is the tiniest little gradient right here, right? This blue pops only because it's lighter up here but darker down there. So, do I really, really, really want to do that? I guess. Okay. So, really then what we'll do here, let me pop into my layers again. Let's hide that. There we go. Let's go ahead and kill those because I don't need those anymore because I'm smarter than that now. We're going to put our swatches here. There we go. Okay. Oh, dang it. I swear. See, this is the life here of the designer. Okay, so I'm going to do a gradient real quick. I'm going to change this blue to... oh no, shoot. Oh, cancel. I want my color libraries. Wait, what the hell? Where's my swatches? Come on, guy. The drop down? Yes. No. Oh wait. Eating color. Oh, there we go. Okay, so bloop. We'll grab that blue and then we'll change this to the lighter blue. And then we'll change this to opacity of 100%. And then there you go, you have a gradient, but I want it to go in a different direction. So I want it at an angle. In fact, actually, you know what? I may have to just do this the older way. Okay, I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to go ahead and set it to multiply, though, so we don't lose it. And let's do this. Go, and then we're going to change our blues again. So we're going to go to gradient. Or actually, see, I haven't done this in a while, so it's probably going to look really funny because I'm sitting here scrambling. Let's see, is that just a regular one? Okay, here we go. Alright, so I want the angle to do that, but then I also want this to be this. I want this to be this. Go. Oh wait, I also need to fix that opacity. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's because we are in multiply mode. Alright, so I'm going to change the gradient to... Wait, what the hell? Come on, guy. Hang on. I'm also probably doing this the way wrong way. There we go. That was the... Okay, so I want that blue to hit early up here. Actually, that doesn't matter. But then I want the light to come down a little bit. So if we take a look at this versus that, so we need it to go a little lighter earlier, looks like. Okay. Oh, damn it. So we'll go back to our gradient, go back here, and then we want it to... come on. We might have to go just a little bit lighter, I think. Here we go. That's better. Alright. Cool. So, we have that gradient now. And then, because of the... it's only in that section that the gradient is, I have to come through here and mask all the rest of it out. So, actually I'm going to do just a real loose lasso. There we go. And then I am going to reverse, and then I'm going to fill with black. There we go. So when you're using a mask in this, the black takes away, and then white gives back. So if you're using your brush with black, when this is selected, when your mask is selected, it's going to take away. So I have my brush out, and then see it's removing, right? But then if I mess up, like I'm prone to do, and like there's white there, but I want it to come back, then I'll switch over to my eraser, and then it brings it all back again. And I'll fine tune all this stuff here in just a little bit. So that's there. So let me bring this back up and let's take a look at our example. So basically the whole outline as well needs to be taken out. So that's going to take just a tad bit of time. And then it looks like... wait, what? So looks like there's a little piece of black missing there where the blue cut over from the original. So then really I'm just going to come through here and make some changes. So I'm going to utilize my favorite little trick where I'm holding the shift. I'll click and then hold shift down and then bloop, and it'll make an exact straight line, which is awesome. So it's really, what's going to be crazy is sometimes you have to just completely come through and fine-tune everything, which is sometimes very tedious. In this case it's going to be very tedious, but it's also kind of mindless, which is fantastic for me, because sometimes I just want to check out and do just some regular tasks instead of something that I'm going to have to put a lot of creative thought into. So I actually really like doing this kind of stuff. When I used to work at Pier 1, I used to have to do all kinds of weird stuff like that, where I would have to go through and like rebuild stuff or that kind of thing. Especially if, so we used to have these field leader meetings twice a year until like the last few years, and then it was, or last couple of years, and then it was once a year. But we would bring all the regional and divisional managers in from the U.S. and Canada, and we would host them in Fort Worth, and we would do it's like a week long thing. So what was really cool is a lot of times we would just do some kind of wacky stuff for entertainment, and usually a lot of that kind of stuff really gave me the opportunity to really stretch my creative muscles quite a bit. And we would build like at one point, like I think we built a mock Facebook page because we wanted to share posts that people were putting in a secret group that we had a secret group that was specifically for the meeting, and we wanted to show some of those posts, but we wanted to curate them, and we didn't want to have to show anybody's actual account. So I built a fake Facebook page, and then I built little fake statuses, and then had it come up like we would just use PowerPoint to bring each of them up. It was really fun. But then I also we did like an Olympics theme one time, so I made fake badges, and I did like a whole Olympics themed thing, which was it was super fun. And then of course, like during Christmas time and stuff, we would do a lot of really heavy a really heavy Christmassy stuff. In fact, actually, the first year that I did it, we decided we were going to do, or no, I'm sorry, the second year. Wait, right? Yes. So the second year that I was part of it, we did these themes where it was celebrating. No, I take that back. It was the first. Sorry, I'm contradicting the hell out of myself. Anyway, we decided to do each of the holidays. So we would do the first night that everybody came in. Our general session and stuff was Halloween, so everybody came in. Ended up coming in costume, which was awesome. I dressed up as a skeleton in a bodysuit, and it was it was not cute. And then, but then we had like Thanksgiving, a Thanksgiving lunch, and then we had a Christmas dinner the next night, and then for the final night, oh shoot, no, we need that on there, don't we? The final night we did New Year's, which was at Pete's Piano Bar. We ended up renting it out, and things kind of got a little buck wild. It was highly entertaining for people who were not just completely hammered out of their minds. And Pier 1 doesn't exist anymore in its old iteration, so I can talk as much shit as I want. And I will. Though I will tell you that I spent 13 and a half years working for Pier 1 Imports corporate. And I gotta tell you, yeah, it was a real struggle sometimes. And yeah, there were some really bad mistakes made by executives. But the 13 and a half years I spent there was so fun. At times, yes, it sucked, but any job you're going to come across is going to suck at one point or another. But I met my wife there. I met some of my best friends there. And actually, my best friend from childhood worked there and helped me get the job, but then got fired shortly after because He was dating a subordinate. Um, but it was awesome. You know, I wouldn't trade that for the world. In fact, I do really miss it sometimes because it was so much fun, and I actually got paid to learn a bunch of stuff. Like, uh, like I hadn't touched a camera, and I can't tell you how long. Um, but they actually paid me uh, basically to relearn how to shoot video, and then after a while we were shooting executive messages and then like training stuff, and I got to flex uh, my motion graphics muscles, which I hadn't done since art school. um, it was awesome. And plus, when we weren't super busy, I spent a whole shit ton of time watching YouTube, which, you know, probably wasn't the best usage of my time, but, you know, like I said, I'm in the immunity phase of this, considering nobody can really do anything about it. So I'm going to say what I want to. I will tell you, too, though, that that we had some damn good times when things were really good. And plus, my department, I worked in store ops, and um, most of the people in that department were what we like to call lifers. I think before I came on, and then like a few early people, or some people that came in like right after me. Like aside from that, I mean, these people had, uh, 20, like 15, 20, 30 years with Pier 1, which still just, it blows my mind. And especially with how people are these days and how nobody really sticks around at a job for very long, especially like in the creative industry. People with ad agencies and that kind of stuff, they end up, job hopping and stuff because like people will go for bigger salaries and all that stuff. But most of the people that I worked with were all lifers at Pier 1. The people that started as like store sales associates when they were like 17 or 18, and then ended up being like store managers, and then being store managers, regional managers. Like they worked their way basically all the way up to the corporate office, which is super cool. And it was really funny how I even got into store ops, because when I joined Pier 1, I actually started in customer relations as an email rep, just because at the time I had just come back from Austin, and I didn't really want to work in the creative industry, just because I was kind of burned out. But started in customer relations, and I worked there for about a year, maybe a little longer or a little shorter. Actually, I think a little longer. But then we went through, and things were kind of bad. This was 2000, so I started in 2006, and then when 2008 rolled around, and the economy was doing its little crash like it tends to do. We had a bunch of people get laid off in the corporate office, and luckily, because like 90% of anything that I ever do is luck, I had my boss at the time had put me up for a position with store ops to do, because they were looking for somebody who could write but also could do graphic design. So she knew that I had a degree in graphic design, and so she put me up for that, and then I was transferred with a raise and all kinds of stuff. It was really, it was nuts. I was so surprised. In fact, she made this announcement saying that, uh, she was like, as you can tell, some people aren't here anymore. We had to let go of some people, but don't worry, all of you currently are safe. Which famous last words, but she said, but we have. I need to talk to some people I need to talk to some people still, and I'll start with yada yada. And so she would call people in one at a time that she needed to talk to. And so when she said that, I automatically went through and I sent an email to my buddy Johnny, who's the one that got fired, but also got me the job. And he had moved on to another company. And asked him, I said, hey, it looks like I'm probably going to get canned because Pier 1's getting rid of a bunch of people. And so do you guys have any openings there at your place? And so he said, oh yeah. And so I was going through and starting to get my resume ready. And I went through and he said, and then my boss called me in and she said, okay, well, hey, I just want to let you know, you're, oh shoot, wrong shortcut. You're not getting let go. You're not getting fired or anything like that. I just wanted to let you know that that we started making a lot of talk about utilizing internal talents instead of outside hires. And she said that store ops was looking for somebody, and so she had put my name up, and then they decided to take me. So I went and met with them, and at the time I had 9/16 gauges in my ears. I had a mohawk at the time, or actually I think at that time I think I had like a faux hawk. But my boss told him, she said, I have somebody for you. He's a little loud and he's a little brash, but he's really good at what he does, and I think you guys should take him. And so when I met with them, they were like, we were expecting something a little different. Because I was still, super well-spoken. I wasn't trying to go overboard with my personality or anything like that. Though at the time I was way more outgoing and that kind of stuff. Over the years and the way that life has completely beaten me down. We have I have become a little more introverted, but which I guess is kind of funny considering that I'm streaming online for people to watch me. I'm like, oh well. But anyhow, it was pretty wild to be able to get to move into that department. But it did take me quite a while to get settled in because, again, this is like a group of people who have been together working in some capacity for a really long time. So, I did feel a little off for a little while. But over the years, I actually, my boss, who unfortunately is no longer with us, and was a terrible, terrible loss, right kind of before COVID, she really kind of taught me a ton about just professionalism and, that I can still keep my personality, but, really be able to manage being in a room with executives and stuff, because I did end up doing a lot of work for the CEO and then all the senior VPs and that kind of stuff. I ended up doing a lot of work that was live with them quite a bit. So especially during field leader meetings and stuff, I got put in charge of running the AV table, and we would have them there together. And they would be presenting and stuff, so I would end up having to speak with them and make sure that all their needs are taken care of, and like we would run teleprompter and everything for them and that kind of stuff. So, but it was really neat, and it's something that I really don't think people that are at least a little punk rock and a little metal and stuff really have that opportunity. So I think it was super cool. And still to this day, I still keep up with our old senior VP, or I'm sorry, our old executive VP of Pier 1, who was super cool and was super generous, and ended up teaching me a bunch as well, who is now the CEO of Vitamin Shop. That's Sharon Lighty. Super, super cool lady. Great boss. But anyhow, if you guys have any kind of questions on my process or what I'm doing right now, if you want to hit me up in the chat, would love to answer those as well, as I'm rambling on like a madman. But like I said, some of this stuff is pretty tedious, so this is just kind of, it takes a little while to do, so filling in with a little bit of conversation will hopefully keep you guys entertained as I am doing this. So in other words, talk to me, people. And yes, Tay, I did see that guy. Yeah, I think he was a real lowlife. And he sucks because he's not in the chat. I need to get them in here too while I'm streaming, because then the chat would really be a even more of a party than it already is. Especially when I'm streaming stuff like The Quarry or streaming Elden Ring. Yeah. Am I lulling you to sleep, Jeff? Because I know Bob Ross is great for dozing. That's super cool, though. I can't believe you have me on the TV. That's so rad. Well, and this is a rather complex thing. Like, some of the stuff that I do is not quite as complex. I actually don't do a ton of stuff in Photoshop really anymore. I do a little bit. I mean, case in point, but. So for the closed-in areas, is there a particular reason you don't use it? Yeah, so Magic Wand is great for quick selection stuff, but the only problem is I don't know if you saw in the previous one when I was starting to color it. What it does is it leaves artifacts, like little chunks of artifacts in there. Like if I went through, say, let's go into this. And I'll grab the Magic Wand, and I'll grab that. So that put it in, that selects all the white, right? So if I went to make a solid color, and we have that green, like, see how it doesn't pick up everything? See all the little chunks there? Like, I don't want that. That's why I'm going through and doing this manually. There may be a better way to do this, but to me, at least for my peace of mind anyway, it's better for me personally to be able to do this a little at a time. Photoshop is getting a little smarter with the way that it captures stuff, but it's still, especially with artwork that's where I didn't get the original Now, if they would have given me the original artwork, the like if they made this in Photoshop, or if they, however the original artist did it, then if I had the Photoshop file, then this wouldn't be an issue, and I could most likely just go ahead and drop that into InDesign to do my layout. But as one of the biggest things that I deal with as a designer and artist is that you have to adapt, and things aren't going to always go your way. Things are not always going to work out perfectly, but as long as you're open-minded and you adapt instead of freaking out, things will go a whole lot smoother. And that's one thing that took me forever to learn, because I, like most artists, I am sensitive. I am very very vocal about how I feel, and very vocal, and I think that's, if you believe in all that astrology stuff, the being a Leo has a lot to do with that, if you believe in that. But I have a very I end up, yeah. Yeah, I have actually made a couple of NFTs for some people, but I don't have any of my own that I've done of my artwork or anything like that, just because I'm still trying to understand that whole world before I really truly jump into it. Because as we saw here not too long ago, that whole market just went to shit. It may be recovering now, I'm not sure, but holy cow! Like I saw some people get their bells rung a little bit with it. So, and I do own a few NFTs, but it's only ones that have been given to me that luckily I didn't have to purchase. So it was kind of a no risk kind of deal. But it really just depends on if it can get any kind of stability or regulation. I know that it sucks that well, hey there, Cynical. But just to have, like, I guess I'm not really as much of a risk taker as I used to be. I still do a little bit, but the years have softened me a little bit on that stance. So we'll see. I may get fully into the NFT game, but it's gonna be a little while if I do. Okay, so we're almost done with this section. Let's see where we're missing. Okay. Have I missed a spot? Oh yeah, I did. I gotta clear out all the dots. Alright. And then just to reiterate, I am not the original artist of this. I am the designer that is doing the layout for the 12-inch vinyl release. So I am going through, and because they don't have any of the original files, I am having to go in and recolor, which is not a big deal because I like doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, Jeff, we definitely did. We definitely got old. But you know what? It's all right. We still collect our toys, and like I still skateboard occasionally. So as long as we're feeling a little mentally young, I think we're all right. I just don't have to. I don't feel the need to have to do a bunch of stuff anymore. Like I do stuff that I like, and do stuff that I feel is worth my time, but I don't have to I don't feel the need to have to impress people, thankfully. So I just plug along, and it makes life so much more manageable. Oh. You get a little Gran Torino action. I still haven't seen that movie. I heard it's pretty gnarly. The whole racism thing really pisses me off, so I hadn't really. He's way on that spectrum now, so I never know what to expect from his stuff. Still a really good director, but that whole dumbass empty chair thing at the RNC and all that stuff. I'm not going to get into politics really anymore, but it's just, he's annoying. I'm seeing my ass playing on the phone. Yeah, exactly. Well, and I mean, what's been really fun is being able to do this, to be able to stream. I like to, being able to, because I'm you guys know I'm a huge gamer, and I really enjoy doing all that as well. And being able to do that, which I love, on top of, there we go. I think we got it all. Didn't we? Yes, we did. Okay, cool. Oh, no, we didn't. We missed one. Where'd it go? There it is. But then also being able to do this, they're literally laying down the jobs here. Hey, that's like any government or city job, really, It's 5 people standing around, 1 person working, the other 4 are telling them what to do. All right, I'm gonna kill this layer because I'm gonna do another gradient. I broke down. So I'm gonna do another version of. What did I pick last time? This one? No, it's not that one. Oh wait, was it? Blues. Okay, let's change this to this. Change this to this. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go way down. Actually, before I do that, let's see. Let's cancel. Let's make a gradient. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, good lord! I just did it again without doing it. So let's do a new layer. Let's change it to multiply, and then let's do our gradient. There we go. All right, we're gonna go up. The hell? What we doing there, buddy? No, we don't want that to do that. We want it to go the other way. We want it to go 90. There we go. And because of this, we want it to start way down here. It was buzzing. I'm not taking calls right now, though, because I am doing this. There we go. So really, I want this blue to start. So here, see, but I don't want to quite get it that light yet. So let's bump that up. Here we go. We'll go okay, and then we'll go. Let's get our little marquee, and we're gonna go across here, and then we're going to go through and we're going to mask that out. We're going to fill, actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to reverse first. So basically what we're doing is we're selecting everything except for this box, this little marquee, and then we're going to go in and we're going to fill it again with black. So there you go. So then I have this coming across, but I don't have it anywhere else, which is exactly what I want. And so then I can go fine tune. I'll go grab this. I'll get my brush out again, and then I'll scoop this stuff out. So then we'll still get our gradient where we want it. Oops. So we can do the solid blues like that where we want them. So we'll grab this, we'll grab this, go here. Go ahead and take this out. I'm going to reduce the size here so I can fine tune. And then see there's that shift and point with the straight lines. Ugh, such a lifesaver. Because then I can even go around the circle like this. To where I don't have to worry about it hitting in the blue outside of that. So there we go. All right. I mean, it's basically like I'm working with a big coloring book, really, which is pretty fun. That makes me feel like a kid, too. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Alright, so I'm going to go shrink this just a little so I can see that one again. And then let's see. Oh, there's another gradient here. So then really we'll want to go another layer. So I'm going to call this, I'm actually going to rename some of these so I don't get too confused. We'll call this one band logo gradient. We'll call this water gradient. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and make another layer. And we'll do a gradient. I'm going to hit G for gradient. And then do it that way. And it went crazy on me here. So why is it not letting me... It's so weird. Oh, I forgot. In fact, before I do that, I forgot to set this to multiply. See? Noob. Okay, we'll grab this. 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 And then let's go in and adjust. Can I? Nope, I can't. Just kidding. Okay. There we go. And then we want the gradient to go from dark to light at almost that angle. So dark to light. Like it's almost at -90, but it's not quite. So we'll switch that up a little. And then let's move, because it's going to be darker there, but it's going to be lighter pretty quick. Go ahead and give that a little love. That's pretty close. Cool. All right, now we're going to take our we're going to change this to a circular marquee. Oh, sorry, forgot to hit OK. Take the circular marquee and we'll build that. Where are we? It's almost. So I'm trying to find the center of that, and then we'll go up. That's about right. We'll move it over a little bit. And then we'll do our reverse again, and then we'll, you always want to make sure that you click into your mask here, and then we will go through and fill with black again. Bloop. There we go. And then we get our exact here. And then we just need to come in and get blue back around this way. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Go, and then we'll clear this out. There is something going on outside my door, and I don't know what it is. Sounds like a ladder. Somebody getting a ladder out. There we go. Cool. Alright, so we have the logo gradient. We have the little planet gradient, and then we have the water gradient. And then it looks like her eyes have that like light blue, or like almost like cyan blue. Let's see if I can get in there. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, it's almost cyan. Let's move this down here. Add to, please. What the hell? Okay. Anybody have any questions? Or maybe not about the artwork, but maybe about me or art or anything random, so I can ramble for your pleasure. Okay, I think that green, it looks like that green is consistent. I kind of think there's a gradient there, but then if it is, it's super subtle, and it may just be an optical illusion because there's a gradient in that title. So I think for our next trick, we're going to create another color. We're going to change this to multiply. We're fine talking to the TV. Alright, we're going to grab that, and grab our brush, and then let's just go through and sloppily fill this. Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm stupid. Here, let's do this. Let's fill. That was going to be the long way. What should we eat for dinner that is within town? I would recommend Taqueria Melendez, because I love that place. And I think they moved closer to y'all, didn't they? Didn't they move down 730? Or somewhere over there? Like, their barbacoa sincronizada is outstanding. I would tear one of those up right now. Boy. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, sorry. So, solid color. We're going to go green, right? Yeah, across from the high... Oh, it's across from the high school. Oh, right on. See, why did they do that, like, when, I was already... or when I was there for... or when Mom was there. They couldn't have just moved earlier. Okay, so what I'm going to try is... I am going to... So, if you have a layer that has stuff, or even in your masks, if you hold Command down or Control on a Windows machine, if you click into whatever has all those lines and stuff, it'll highlight. And so what I did is I've highlighted the mask that I used for that, and then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to fill this with black, and hopefully it'll work. Yes. it worked. Cool. And so now all I have to do is come through and kill all of this. So I'm just, for grins right now, I'm just using the lasso tool. And then I'll go through and fine tune again in a sec. Whee! Okay, and then I've selected, and then I've reverse selected, and then I'm going to fill with black again. Fill with black. There we go. Cool. And now I can just go through and fine tune. That saved me a shit ton of time. Oops. That. Why is that? Oh. Also, if your colors over here are not... I almost pointed at the screen like you can actually see where... over here, you know. If you don't have it... If you're in your... if you're in your mask and black and white is not selected, then it will not work the way you want it to. Like, see, here now... The brush is doing what I want it to do, right? Which is awesome. But if for some reason, like if I had gray accidentally, then it's going to do like an off color, thinking that I didn't want that to come through, or that I wanted that to come through, which I do not. So always make sure you have black and white selected. Black is remove, white is return. And so if you want to use the brush and the eraser as intended, then you'll want the black on top here and the white on bottom. That way you can switch with your keyboard shortcuts and not have to worry about settings going weird on you. So then here we're going to just color or erase all of that with the brush. Go through and do this. Is this entertaining? Are you guys enjoying this? I want to do more of these, especially like once I'm going to do some case studies with my own graphics as well, especially with when I do actual Echo 7 stuff. Like, I think I'm going to work on here pretty soon. I'm going to work on some t-shirt designs, some more t-shirt designs, and then also maybe like a sticker or something like that. And so I thought I would show that kind of stuff from start to finish. So basically I'll show you like on either on paper or maybe I'll hook up the iPad to the capture card and stuff and just do the sketches in there. But I'll show you from start to finish how I do vector graphics, which is actually my all-time favorite. I love doing Photoshop and I love doing all that other stuff, but my absolute favorite is vector graphics, which if you don't know the difference between that and what I'm doing now is in Photoshop it uses what's called raster graphics, which means it uses tiny dots of whatever color I'm using to create the image. So if you start to go in a little further, you'll see each of the dots there, right? Well, with vector graphics, what that does is that uses mathematical equations to do to do each of the lines and points and all that stuff to where it doesn't lose quality. Oh shoot, that's not what it doesn't lose quality at all the bigger you go. So it's perfect for stuff like banners or things that have to go really big in scale. Now, if you had a machine strong enough to do it, and enough RAM to be able to handle the graphics, you could always just do like a Photoshop file that's full size in whatever size you're doing. Like, say, during a movie premiere, how they have like the characters on the side of the building and that kind of stuff. Like, it's most of those are probably done in Photoshop, just because it's using images and things like that. But they're also probably insanely high res, which means that the file size is going to be massive. And so, what I love most about vector graphics is, especially simple ones, they hardly take up any room as far as your hard drive is concerned, and it'll get as big as you want. You can scale it as big as you want, and it'll still look cool. It'll still look the same. And here in just a second, when I'm done with the green, I'll pop over to Illustrator really quickly and show you what I mean. Go. Just about done with this part. See if I can scoop it through here. There we go. Oh, nope, too much. There we go. So what's funny is it takes an extremely steady hand to do some of this stuff. And as I've gotten older, I do not have that steady of a hand anymore. So sometimes it's super challenging to be able to do this without having to go back and redo. But luckily I'm doing all right today. So we'll clear this out. Clear this out. Because that yellow got, or that green got moved over. Where's the original? What did that do? Okay, so it is along. It is along there. Weird. Okay. So we'll scoop that, and this, and this. There we go. And then we're actually just going to follow that line a little more than that original artwork did, because I want it to... And does that just die off? What does that do? Huh. Alright. Basically, it comes along here. It's kind of odd, isn't it? And then it just dies. Alright, well, we'll do that. How's that? Okay. Is that... Where did that come from? What? Oh, there's green in that too. Well, hell. Okay, so let's go back to the band logo and then... Let's take that out. Oops. It's too wide. There we go. Alright, we'll scoop it in there like that. And then I didn't take this out either. Oh yeah. Ooh, I can't believe that. Ah, see, I was getting cocky. And then I... There we go. Okay. Have I tried Villa? Yeah, I've eaten at Villa del Sol. It's good. I think, isn't that the place that, right there, kind of just down the street from y'all, like where it's, and that, like, it used to be, like, it was a seafood place for a little while or whatever, or a catfish place, and I think it's been a couple of different Mexican places, right? But if that's the same place, then yeah, I've had it, and it is pretty tasty. Going back to our green. We'll go ahead and add this back. No, that's La Katrina. Oh! Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We're all friends here. Oh, they shut down last... Oh, that sucks. Was it just COVID times get to be too much for him, or what? Oops. There we go. And the good news is that for some reason, if they come back and say that they wanted different colors, then it's really, really easy to go through and fix it, because all I have to do is double click on this. Like, say we wanted that green to be yellow. And see? Recolored. How cool is that? That's why I go through and do it like this, because for some reason, if they want to change stuff, then, you know, they can, or I can for them in their stead. Oh, hello, Izzy. Also, Izzy says hello. Hi, bub. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she is just talking. Okay, I'm going to call that Planet Blue Gradient. And then, let's see. We'll do LSC Green Gradient, or green out. Let's say outline. There we go. And then now I'm gonna go new layer, multiply, and then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna grab that there, and then I'm holding shift down and dragging that as well. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Dang. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna try to grab as much of this eye as I can, because we want to make that blue as well. Let's do this. But it's actually lighter than that. So we're just going to throw that color in there and take a look. It's pretty close. Might actually be just a little bit lighter, but it's almost like more electric, isn't it? So, Izzy? What is up, dude? What you need? You still got a ways to go before you get fed, bud. And there's there's food already over there. So, can't help you on that front, pal. Okay, and then I want to go through and, okay, so the whole thing about keeping employees. You hear a lot in the 24-hour news cycle and stuff about how, there are all these jobs and but nobody wants to work and yada, yada, yada. And that's not the case. The problem is that it's so expensive to live now that people can't take those jobs with that are paying like $7 or $8 an hour, or with in the terms of the service industry, getting paid like $2 or $3 an hour or some shit, and then putting everything on the customer to tip, which I still think is just horrible. It's not being able to pay a living wage. These companies that have these restaurants and companies that have profited for so long on being able to pay somebody a paltry sum is just not going to cut it any longer. If you have to raise your prices a little bit to be able to cover that, then do it. But don't sit there and blame people who can't afford to take a job that's making a tiny amount of money. It's really I said I wasn't going to get political again. But that's not really political, though. It's jobs. So I'm still going to bitch about it. We're going to call that eye color. Yeah, I think it's really frustrating that that's being weaponized uh, by people who don't want to pay people to work for them. So I think that's a bullshit or shit excuse. Uh, if you have data that contradicts that, or if you are a business owner that's uh, doing who's having an issue but does pay people, then I'd love to know about that. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jeff. Yeah, the tip culture is an American thing, and the problem is, and so I worked at the bar for a little while, and that's as close to service industry as I've been uh, from personal experience from working, but uh, that bar paid $15 an hour for me to stand at the door and occasionally throw somebody out and check IDs. I mean, that is awesome, and that's great. Um, it sucks that people can't get a job and be able to pay their rent or their mortgage. It's crazy. It sucks, real bad. We're incredibly lucky here because, when Pier One went bankrupt and we lost or I lost my job because Jay got her. The hell? Um, there we go. Because Jay had already gotten her job by the time that we were all being let go. Then she got, she's being able to handle the benefits and that kind of stuff. So I can actually work for myself like I am and not have to struggle with the cost of insurance, which is stupid expensive, by the way, especially business insurance. Crazy, stupid expensive. That's another thing too. That's a strictly, or it's mostly an American thing. Is the healthcare system privatized and monetized? I'd actually on my personal Instagram, I'd come across Texas Monthly had done a thing about a new diabetes medication, and it was that could help a lot of people, especially in South Texas and along the border and that kind of stuff. But only if they can afford it, because it was like, I think it said it was like $973 for a 1 month supply, like a 4 week supply, which is stupid. That's so stupid. These, oh shit, I missed a couple of green things. Damn it. The pharmaceutical companies are really, they are making so much money off of people, and they're charging just the most insane amounts. And this is stuff that doctors are prescribing to keep some people alive. It's bonkers. Why did I decide that I was going to turn this into like a rant session? I got all riled up now. I'm like, all right, I'm calming down now. Let's talk about art. Okay, let's see. So we've got our blues. Oh no, hang on. I gotta do her hair, which I'm not going to. Let's see. Let's do this. Oh, hello, Artemis Jane. She's like, "What up? Let's do this. Let's make some art." Hi, bud. What you doing? Oh, you're just gonna make an appearance in both cameras. All right. What's up? Hello. All right. I need you to hop down there, bud. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Come on. You know you wanna. There you go. There we go. All right. Yeah, she was gonna show me. She was gonna show me how to do it better in Photoshop. Oh my god. All right. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna take just a really quick potty break, and then I will be back on to continue this piece because this is good stuff, and I enjoy talking with you guys. So I'll be back on in just a minute, and I will be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, sorry, I also had to take a client call, so that was fun. And not this client. Okay, so let's get back to coloring, and I will try to promise I'll try to behave myself and not go on another rant about wages or healthcare. All right, what color do you think we should do next? Do we want to do the reds yet? Because it looks like that's the same red throughout, which is good. Yeah, let's do the reds. Why not? Okay, we'll grab that color. Let's pop over here. And just for simplicity's sake, let's see, where are we? No, that's not what I want. Wait, what the hell? Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. I didn't realize that it was sitting on the side of there. That was weird. Okay, I'm going to go through here now, and I am just for... Oh, shoot. Oh, you know what? So here's the thing about the magic wand tool. So if this little checkbox right here, it says contiguous. So if that's not selected, then what that'll do is that'll pick up any color, or any instance of the color that you click on. So like here, I click on that. What that's doing is capturing all of the black. So like say I went and made a solid color, made that black, like actual black, and then turn that other layer off, then isn't that crazy? Look at that. That's so weird. Because the bad thing about it though is, especially with something that's that has so many artifacts in it and that's so distressed, it won't pick up everything. So then see, if you go through, you can see the difference here. So there's all that there, but then if you turn that off and turn this on, like it's nothing. But I wonder, nope. Yeah, so it's kind of a use at your own peril kind of thing. But if you don't, or if you do select contiguous, what that'll do is that'll capture where you're clicking and just what you're clicking. So basically I can go in here and grab all of the, I don't want to do that, stop it, jerk. Grab all the instances of that red. So there's there, here, 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 one over here, this one, let's grab this one, and this one, this one, yep. Okay, so I think that's every instance of the red. So then now what I'm going to do is pop into this layer. It's already set to multiply. We go solid color, and it's that red. So then there you go. And then what you can do is go in and fine tune if you need to. Like if you start hopping in here, and if for some reason it looked like it was missing something, especially with all those artifacts, then you can go in and adjust accordingly with the with your mask. So there's the reds. That was quick. Let me just check these real quick. I'm going up close and personal. We're going in. That's good, that's good, that's good. Yep. Oh wait, was there anything up here in that? No. Okay, good. Alright, cool. Oh, damn it. See, and now that I got up close, now I'm seeing where I missed in the damned green here. Gotta come through here and see, that's the issue, or that's the struggle with sometimes selecting all with that other tool. Oh shoot! Damn it! Brush. Here we go. Cool. All right. So when I do what I like to call a QA check, I'll actually go through this all again just to double check and make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's take a look at, let's grab those yellows. There are a lot of the yellows, so I'm actually gonna select my yellow, but then I'm gonna take away all of my tools so I can see these side by side. Of course, I did that before grabbing this guy. There we go. All right, so let's grab all of the yellers. Right after, damn it. Go back. There we go. Select that again because I need to be able to pull the circles out of there. So here we go. Okay, I have magic wand selected. I have the right layer selected. Okay, now I can move this over and get to business because it's business time. There we go. Yellow, yellow. There's yellow and yellow. Here's a yellow. Here's a yellow. There we go. Got that one. Got this one. Got this one. This one. This one. You can tell too there's a little difference too still in this artwork versus this one, because like this yellow one is completely out or over the splashes, but here it's still behind one of the splashes. It's really strange. Oh nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, so all of these are yellow. Oh, this is yellow. All of these. There we go. Let's grab. Yeah, exactly. Well, and this band is like super. The band is super psychedelic too, so that actually fits. That tracks. Okay. This one. This one. This one. This one. I already selected that one, and is that one correct? Okay, I got that. I got those two selected. Okay, so other than like the really small ones, I think we've gotten them all. So then now we'll go back to our tools and make sure that's selected, which it is. Color. Yep. So then we'll do our thing. We'll make sure we'll take that, change that to multiply, go our solid color, and yellow. So we'll say yellow there, we'll say red here. And so, see, there you go. So we got all the yellow selected the way we want. So now, I really need to get in here and see where all the little ones are yellow. And then I'll go to my yellow and I'll go in here into my mask. And looks like this one's yellow. And those are just regular little star colors. And then it looks like these three are yellow. Interesting. So these here are yellow, but they're bigger in that one than they are in this one. So not really a whole lot I can do about that. This one's yellow. There we go. Let's see. This little bitty one's yellow. And then we've got a couple more. Actually, 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 more yellows. There's this one. There's this one. And then there's that one over here next to the red one. Okay. And then I just realized too, I'm going to have to go in and remove some of the green here that popped up. Because I don't want the little stars to be green. We want to take those out. Just like there's one right there and there. Alright, so we're moving. We're moving along. Now we need purple and orange. So let's go find us an orange that we like. That's actually pretty close, though I'll want it a little lighter. There we go. Okay. It's not letting me drag and drop. That's rude. Alright, let's find our oranges. There's 1, 2. Oh, and there's a gnat in here too. I'm going to be swiping. I'm like, stop it. Hydrate real quick. There we go. That's better. Alright, so. And again, if you're just joining us, this is not my artwork. This is something that was provided to me, but they didn't have the final files, so I'm having to recolor it. So. That one. That one and that one. Hello, Sherry. That one and that one. Oh shoot, I missed some red ones. Dang it. Okay. I'll have to fix that too. Oh, nope, that's not it. That's not the one I wanted. There we go. Those are orange. This is orange. It's biggin'. Nope, wrong one. Let's see. Get that one. And that one. And I know there's that little one there, but instead of trying to fight how small that is, I will fix that in a minute. And then there's no orange over here. Okay, cool. Well, we got all the orange, so let's go back to our layers. Okay, we got this color selected. So let's go new layer, multiply, solid color. Yeah. There we go. All right. Yeah, they are very psychedelic, for sure. This may not be the artist's intention, but I like to think that this is like a tab of acid on a tongue instead of a splash, but then everything else is splash. All right, and then let's go ahead and go in here and we'll add that because that was an orange. And then let's go find our purple. There's the purple. So we're actually not far off from being done with this guy, which is awesome. I am stoked on that. All right, we have our purple selected, don't we? Yeah, let's, where's the color? There it is. Let's add that. heck? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Call this orange. Let's go ahead and drop this down here too, since we have all the colors. And the cool thing is I'll basically come through, because that's solid. Yeah, yeah. Cool, man. The hell, I just lost my train. Oh, we're doing purple. Okay, good lord. Oh, you know what? Let me fix the red real fast, because that was off. Let's see. This one was red. Oh, you know what? I just did the opposite. I accidentally did the oranges where those reds are, so I'll fix that. Here's orange. Here's orange. And then let's go to the orange, and let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Even though you can't see it, I know it's there. And then we'll make this the Maharaja. There we go. Cool. All right, now let's go to the purple. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I just need to select the empty ones. So purple, purple, purple. Go. Hello, Sherry. Yep. Welcome. Dude, you're blocking. She's got her face like fully up in the screen now. Alright, bud. Hey, I need you out of the way, pal. I can't see. Oh, come here. Ugh. Here, say hi. You want to say hi? Oh, we just did something. What do we do? There we go. Alright. This is Shuri. This is my buddy. She follows me around like a little meerkat. Hi. Okay, let me get down. There you go, bud. See, not only do you get to see stuff in Photoshop, but you also get cameos from the cats. So there's that as well. So alright, I want my purple now, and I think I have them all selected, so I am going to create a new layer. I'm going to go multiply again, and then go solid color, and it should be purple. Woo woo! Yeah! Well, thank you, Hogue. I appreciate it. And welcome, sir, by the way. So just to let you know, this is a band's album cover artwork that I was given because I'm doing the layout, and they didn't have any of the final files, any of the Photoshop files, or even that. So I'm having to recolor. So this is what I'm working off of. Just about there. Going through and recoloring. So that's always fun. Oh shit. Oh, there's blue ones too? Damn it. Okay, I missed some stuff. So let me fix that. Let me go find my blue, or my purple. There we go, because I have to go through and delete some stuff. Where's my... Okay. Alright. Ah, there we go. So that's actually going to be blue. There we go. Let's see, where's some of the other blue ones? This one's blue. It's really taking everything in my power not to sing that blue song. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's this band's artwork. We're going to print on the vinyl for them, and they had a CD. They put out a CD of this, I think, a couple of years ago, but we're releasing their album on vinyl um, here in a little bit. So I'm prepping the artwork for print, and so I'm having to do a little bit of zhuzhin. Yeah, yeah. They, if not Fort Worth specifically, at least DFW. I know at least one of the members is here in Fort Worth. I don't know about the others, but yeah, they're pretty psychedelic. Okay, so we did the. Let me go to this blue. Actually, I'll use that. It's taking every bit of my power not to sing that dumb blue song. The what? Apparently, you can't see me or hear me point to the TV and say right there, Brian. Right? Come on, where were you, Jeff? Jeez. I expect you to tell you, or I expect you to tell me stuff and point and show. That's awesome. We're just gonna make this blue the same color as her eyes, just for simplicity's sake. Come on, there we go. I may actually split this up into two streams, doing this particular piece of the cover art, and then I'll probably do a second stream. I'll probably do it tomorrow, and do the I'll do the layout portion of it, because I'm gonna have to rebuild this too, but that shouldn't be too difficult. It might have to be a little different, but it's not terrible. Okay, so we got. Oh yeah, this one's blue. I'm blue. Shit, I did it. See, I told you it was taking everything not to do it, and I did it anyway. Like shit. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to do a darker. I'm gonna have to do a darker blue anyway. Looks like. I tried. I tried, man. I tried to hold off with the pressure. It just was like a pressure cooker. Then I'll go ahead and hydrate, because I am very thirsty. That's blue. There's a little one over here. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to kill that from the purple one. Yeah, both of those are blue, so let's go ahead and kill those from the purple. Yeah, it's like color by numbers. Oh yeah, that one. That one. Dang, I missed a lot of these. Shit. That one's blue. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do this. I'm blue. I hope I don't get hit with a copyright or a DMA copyright complaint. Like I only sang like 2 seconds of it, so hopefully we're in the clear. If I'm gonna get a copyright or a complaint or a strike, I gotta make it worth my while. Worth my while. I gotta do it with something good, and not that damn song. That one. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's go back to the purple again real quick, because there's this one. And there was another one too. Where'd it go? That one. we go. Sorry, I hope none of you have epilepsy. Since I'm bouncing back and forth like photosensitive flashes. Alright, so we're gonna grab that dark blue, and we'll do one more layer. Let's go purple. Let's go new layer. The best name, yeah, exactly. Yes. Oh, Lars Ulrich. It took me a really long time to like stop caring about Lars Ulrich. About like being angry at that dude. Of course, being a starving artist, college student, I couldn't really afford any music at that time, and so Napster and like LimeWire and all that stuff was my jam. But now that I'm actually an adult and have an income, I make sure that I purchase music now. So other than like I still stream on Spotify and stuff, but I definitely especially if I go see a band, I make sure to buy merchandise and stuff from them, because I know even like them selling albums, I think is probably still the record company maybe getting a cut, but I want to make sure that they get oh, Kazaa. Oh man, I forgot about Kazaa. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's oh my god, that's such a blast. That's a blast from the past for sure. Alright, I'm just gonna do this because I can. And then solid color. That's the darker blue. There we go. I still remember I lived in this little garage apartment over on 4th Street, over in the West 7th area, and back before it was the West 7th area. This was back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, I think it was, it was late 90s, almost 2000. I lived over there, and I lived in a garage apartment, and my brother lived in the main house. He had rented that, so it was kind of like the Price Boys complex. But I just remember I would sit for hours on end in front of my computer, downloading Kid A from Radiohead and the Moon in Antarctica from Modest Mouse, or no, Lonesome Crowded West. It was the Lonesome Crowded West. I didn't get Moon in Antarctica until just a little bit later, but that was so fun, sitting there. But God, it took forever for stuff to land, because it was just crawling. It took so long to download a song, to even just download one song off there. Oh God, that was horrible. And I still remember too, it was always so difficult to like, if you didn't actually buy the album, like half the time the ones that landed on the file share stuff were all different. They were different. Like, some of the songs were in different order, or some were named differently and stuff, like probably just to get around some of the copyright hunters. But I didn't know until way later that Kid A was definitely was in a different order of songs. I was like, oh, what the hell? When I actually bought the album later, I was like, that's weird. I'm like, that song's not supposed to go there. Little did I know, I was being thwarted. Yes, exactly. Or getting like booted, like when you be on, I'd be on the uh, internet, uh, my internet service provider. Like I think at the time was like AOL or whatever, and I would get dropped. Like the connection would drop, and so I'd be like, "Shit, I was right in the middle of getting that song." We'll call that darker blue, even though it's not technically much darker. Okay, what all are we missing here? Okay, I need to do her hair, which actually, that's solid too on that color, so let's do that. Whoa, what the hell did I just do? Abort! That was odd. Ooh, Tay. That's a good one. Chimichangas. I freaking love chimichangas. Why are we not? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why. I'm like, why is this not working? Because I'm not doing it right. That's why. Oh my god, yeah, chimichangas sounds so good. Come to think of it, I don't know what we're doing for dinner. Probably better figure that out sometime soon, since we eat at like 4:30, like 90-year-olds. Going to the Luby's, going to get Luby's, the Luby's special. Even though I hate Luby's with a passion. We used to, and just for any of those actual Luby fans out there, I used to love it, but that was like my dad's favorite place to go, and we went there all the time, so I got super burned out on it. And then one time, we ate there, and I think that they didn't rinse off the plates very well, and I got like bleach in like that was still on the plate, and so I got sick. But used to love it. Used to get the fried cod, and a couple of cheese sticks, and that kind of stuff. It was funny. Oh yeah? There's Isabella making herself known again. Okay. Alright, so that's that blue. What, dude? What? Meow? Okay.
Yeah, she threw up all over your blanket.
She threw up on my blanket?
Yeah.
Oh man. You jackass. It's not your fault, I know. It's hairball or whatever. And in bed by 7, yeah.
That's how we do.
Yeah, exactly. Luby's liver and onions. You know, I never got into the liver. It was always just like too irony or whatever for me. But like my aunt, one of my aunts, like that's one of her favorite things. She loves liver, especially liver and onions. And like I think my mom is actually really into that too.
I think she is.
Okay, I think we're there. I think we've gotten it. It looks like it.
What?
We're gonna call it done anyway. Love liver, but I will say, so I haven't tried liver in a long time, but and I always give my wife a hard time because, you know, like she'll say she doesn't like something, and I'll be like, oh, well, when's the last time you tried it? Because that's what my dad always did to us. And he's like, you know, taste buds change every 7 years. So that was always like the big joke. But but I will tell you that a couple of times I've changed my mind on stuff. Like one was pimento cheese. I hated pimento cheese with a passion because my dad used to eat that all the time as like that nasty ass spread that you get at the grocery store. And I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I'm like, no. Mm-mm. But so there's a place here in town called Hot Box Biscuit Club. And before they had a brick and mortar, they did, they would cater, and then they would also do like these pop-up supper clubs. So my old boss at Pier 1 hired them for one of the field leader meetings that we did. And holy crap. They made these little mini biscuits with homemade pimento cheese in there. And that was one of the best things. I was like, holy shit, this is so good. And so I was like, okay, all right, well, I don't hate pimento cheese like I did, but like I still don't like seek it out. If we're there at Hot Box Biscuit Club, I will most definitely have some because it's really good. But I'm really hesitant still to get it other places. So, but I did go. So when we go to see my wife's family in Georgia, we usually stop in Nashville because we like to go the upper route through Arkansas and Tennessee just because it's an absolutely gorgeous drive. I mean, gorgeous drive. And we love to stop in Nashville because I like to make two stops. I like to go to Third Man Records, Jack White's record store there in Nashville, because it's so cool. It's just a neat little shop. And then we also go to Edley's Barbecue. Now, Edley's Barbecue has a sandwich that's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's pulled pork. But then it has pimento cheese on it. And so one time I got a little ballsy and I ordered it, and oh man, it was good. I was like, okay, all right. So I guess as long as it's homemade pimento cheese, I would most definitely try it. I just still that processed stuff, I'm like, nah, I'm good. But then so that was one. So the second is chicharrones. I like fried pork skins. Again, my dad loved them. I thought they were the nastiest thing ever, and I'm like, no. But we were tailgating at a TCU soccer game one time with my Hellfire folks, and one of the members, who's the mother of a couple of our members. We had decided we were going to do, it was an early soccer game, so we wanted to tailgate early, and so we decided to do brunch. So I brought out my big jet boil thing, and then everybody, they brought bacon and sausage and eggs and tortillas and all that stuff, and Gloria brought chicharrones, but she also brought her own homemade salsa. And so she got one of the skillets out and put the chicharrones in there and then the salsa, and she started cooking it in the salsa so it softened them up a little bit. And then she made me one in a tortilla, and it was so freaking good. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, I guess I like chicharrones now. And so a few weeks ago, I took my mom to a doctor's appointment that she had, and afterward we were hungry, and so we went by Abuelo's, which was right by the hospital in Arlington. And they have on the menu, they have one of their quesos. I think it's the queso blanco, if I'm not mistaken. But it comes with chicharrones instead of chips. And I thought that was so odd. But it tasted so good. I was like, okay, all right. So I guess I'm into pork skins now. But it's still, again, it's one of those things where I don't seek it out for the most part, other than the part there at Abuelo's. But it was good. I was like, okay, all right. So every once in a while, I'll get a wild hair and I'll try something that I used to not like. And sometimes I'm pleasantly surprised. But in the case of stuff like cottage cheese, it's still very much a no thank you. Because it's so nasty. Oh, it's so gross. Okay, I am going to save this as, and we're going to keep it as a Photoshop file, because once we start doing layouts, then we're going to need it in the Photoshop. Cover. Actually, we'll do Liquid Sound Company _ coloring. Cool. So then really what I'll do is I'm going to get rid of that for now. And then I'll just give you guys kind of a preview of what I've set up in InDesign. I use InDesign for almost exclusively for layout stuff. Like you can see some of this stuff, doesn't matter if you see these because these are all, this is all stuff that's live. I think all that stuff's live. Yeah. InDesign is so indispensable for me for layouts. I freaking love it. Well, hi, terrible no good gamer. Thanks for following. I really appreciate it. So here I have the other, like an older, or the PNG of that original file. But what we're going to do is we're going to drop in the one that we just did. So there we go. So the good thing is with when we first started our Photoshop file, I went through and changed the color mode to RBG or to CMYK. So when you go to print, when we're doing stuff for web, RBG is fine. It's just, but when you're printing, because basically every commercial printer known to man uses the 5-color process, you need to have your artwork in CMYK. And what that does is it's cyan, yellow, magenta, and then for some reason black is K. I don't know why they decided to do that. I guess because CMYB sounds weird. But anyway. So the way that InDesign works is instead of with Photoshop being or Photoshop and Illustrator and that kind of stuff, how you're actually building stuff inside of that. For the most part, InDesign works with links. So this is the visual of the actual Photoshop file. It's not actually putting the Photoshop file into it yet. It's just, it has a visual of it there until I'm ready to export, which is super cool and helps with things not getting too out of hand as far as the file size and stuff goes. So what I've done first of all is I've dropped the pressing company's template in for the jacket. This is the standard jacket, and I have our cover here. And so I had actually, you know what, I'm going to make the background of this box black, just so once it starts getting to this edge, I might actually have to go back into the Photoshop file once I get everything really plugged in here and fix that. So there are a couple of views that you can look at your stuff through. This view right here is kind of like the working view. It tells you where your margins are and all that stuff. Let me turn off that template so you can actually see. So this line here is your margin, and then this is the border of your page of what's going to print. Now, because this is a template built in and it's full size, that already has like die lines and that kind of thing, and bleed lines built in. But if you were just doing like a poster, like if this was a poster, then you would actually want to go through and give it a bleed. So you can actually go to your margins. You can change your margins, like if you want to do a 1/4 inch margin instead of 1/2 inch, which I usually do. That'll take you to the edge. That'll show you basically the very last bit of artwork that you'll see if you don't have a bleed, which I'll explain here in a second as well. So bleeds just mean that it goes past the paper, or it goes past the visual that you want. Like if we went bigger, so a bleed would basically be when you set it past what normally would be where a printer would cut off. And so, like if that was your bleed here, like this view shows you what it would look like if it was printed all the way to the edge. And then here, it actually gives you an idea of what will get cut off. So really, when you're exporting, when you set crop marks and things like that, that's what the printer will know where to trim. So basically, they'll trim off wherever you put. But for the sake of this particular file, we're not going to need to do that because our template has, like, they put that into their printer that they already have everything set up in, and then it will go through and will cut where it needs to. So in this case, I'll show you. The dotted line is basically the bleed line, right? The outer dotted line is the bleed. So you want to take all your artwork to the very edge of that. So like you want to go here. And usually a lot of times, like I will set the template in front and then lock it so I can actually still see the lines. So there's that, and then we would take this all the way up, and then we would take this all the way over. So what's going to happen is the inner dotted line there, that is what's called print safe. That is where anything outside of that dotted line, like in between the dotted lines, anything there is not guaranteed to show. You know what? Gamer, it actually kind of does, but it's not as easy to switch back and forth from. Here, I'll pop it open and show you. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the preview, I use the preview all the time. The only downside about the preview view is if you're working with text and the text goes outside of the bounding box, then you're not going to be able to know that it's outside of it if you're in this mode. You have to actually flip over and see, because that'll give you the little error message with the little red plus. But luckily, it also tells you here where your errors are at the bottom of the screen. But all right, so let's see. Let's do. Just open up random. This is a file for. There is a restaurant, I think in Mansfield or something, and this is part of a. This is part of a mural that they're doing. But if you go to view, trim view, that will cut out everything. So if I make let's see, if I take a box and I put a box over, see, it's only going to show what's on your artboards. It took me forever to learn that, and it made me sad that it took me as long as it did to learn that. But that definitely will help, at least if you're in a hurry, or if you're not in a hurry, you can always just go up here and flip. But it is very handy. Yeah. Well, and see what's good is with the trim view, you don't have to mask it out, which is super exciting. The only tough time is if you have stuff that goes like way over. You would just have to spread out your artboards. I like to rearrange mine to where they're kind of in a grid anyway, but like this one is definitely, this is meant to be in a grid because that's exactly how I want it to see, or how I want them to see it. In fact, I actually did a a mock-up for them so they can see, they can kind of see what it would look like on the wall. Let's see, there's the mock-up. So then, yeah, you can see kind of how it would fit in their space, because that's the actual restaurant. So this kind of stuff is actually a lot of what I do. All that's like I did all that artwork, except for the yeah. You know, mine used to also. My artboards were absolute chaos too. It wasn't until I took or I went to a workshop with Aaron Draplin, and he had shown us how to rearrange. Like, I didn't know you could even rearrange the artboards mathematically, and he showed us how to do that. And like, I haven't looked back every time going forward. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need to go in here and clean some stuff up. But yeah, it's. I will tell you that the trim view has saved my behind quite a bit. I want to change that now. All right. Okay, so back to InDesign. So what I'm going to do in the next stream is we'll start recreating the... I already closed it, didn't I? Damn it. Let's see. I need album art, and I need this. So just for you guys who have joined us kind of late in the game, this artwork and this was given to me by the band's artist, but he didn't have any of the final files that I needed. There was no Photoshop file, no InDesign or Illustrator or anything like that, so I'm basically having to recreate a lot of this, because this stuff will not print very well the way it is, because everything is in RBG, everything is kind of wonky. So I'm going through and just rebuilding everything, which I actually really love because it's super challenging, especially with stuff this complex. Like, this is pretty wild too. But this is going to be easier to rebuild than you think. The only problem, or the only rough spot I'm going to have is with these teardrops with their photos, because I don't have those. But I will make a request. I'll put a request in to the band to get those, because I'm sure they've got to be, those photos have to be around somewhere. But anyway, so, and all of this is for a vinyl release that Vistari Records is putting out for them. So, anyway, so we finished up the cover, though I think what I might do offline is come in here and I might just build out, because this was not part of the original artwork, I might just finish that out just so we can have it, because what I just realized is it's going to have to be bigger. There we go. So really, I don't really have to do that. I can just do this, because it's not going to really matter if we lose a lot there. But if we come over here, I just need to double check and make sure we have all of what we need within that line, that dotted line, because that's where our safe line is. But then everything else will work. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna save that. And then, I'm actually feeling a little frisky, so I'm gonna build. I'm actually just gonna prep some of this here. So this is another piece of artwork that was provided that I don't have the original files for. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. You're sure welcome. Yeah, it's it's crazy how like dumb I felt when I learned that, and how long it took me to get there. Okay, so this little piece here, the background, not the blue or that. I have that as a separate file. So what I'm going to do is come in and I'm going to grab a marquee or I'm going to grab a box, and I'm going to scoop it in like that. So basically, the way that InDesign works is it's everything. Like I said, everything is linked. So what I'm doing is I'm making a box that I can drop the artwork into, which I'll do now. We'll go album art, and then let's go find that crazy looking thingy. So it's one of these. I think that's it, right? Yes. So this is it. Though it almost looks like it's like a mix of two different ones. It's that one, but then it also looks like it has like a paisley thing up top. We might not worry about that. Let's just drop this in and see what happens. Okay. Another really cool thing that InDesign does, especially with these boxes, is you can right-click and then you can fill frame proportionally, or you can fit it to that box size exactly. That's also been a huge saver of time for me. Let's see, where's the edge of that? Where's the middle? There it is. And then I'm going to pull that off there because I'm going to do a different thing for the spine. Yeah, I spent a lot of time doing like training and education manual kind of stuff, all kinds of booklets and like brand guidelines and that kind of stuff. So InDesign really became kind of my main program, even though like Illustrator is still my favorite. But so that's that picture that we have added in, and then yeah, see, it's strange. It's like that blue paisley thing just comes over. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to change that a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is do a gradient. So I'm copying that box and then I'm going to paste it in place. But then I'm going to take that artwork out of that box and then I'm going to make a gradient in that. Are we... Oh, you know what? Hang on. Did I do something bad? Document. Set up. Let's see, where are we? Come on. What am I looking for? Ah, yep. Son of a bitch. There we go. For some reason I had the color mode set to RGB here too. I don't know why that happened. That's really weird. Hello, Isabella. Our little pukey cat. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Here we go. Color settings. Actually, that's not what I wanted. I want to make sure that everything is in CMYK. So you can actually tell right here on the side, it'll tell you, so this little thing is RGB, the little red, green, blue, RGB, whatever. And then this is CMYK. Those are just little indicators to tell you what mode it's in. And for some reason, why? Like, I want everything to be in CMYK. Why are you not playing right? I didn't think I would manually have to do this. Did I? You know what? Let me look at document setup real quick. Yeah, I didn't think the color mode was here. Oh, intent. Oh, Jesus. It's amateur hour. Shit, what do? We did 26 by 16. Oh, no, 16. And that's just big enough to be able to fit the template in full size without... There we go. Look at that. See? Ooh. Dodged a bullet there. Izzy says blow.
She does.
Okay, is that my... Yeah, okay. So I want to do a new gradient. And yeah, we'll do linear. Let's do cyan. Let's see, how does that look? Let's go to Photoshop and pop over. That's just about that darkest blue that we have. Which is actually not far off from that dye line, coincidentally. Oops. I got beat that. Let's see. Add. Let's do. You know what? Cancel. I want to do gradient. There we go. Let's do this. Come on. Gimme, gimme. Why you no playwright? Okay, so let's go to that blue. Let's go. That's pretty close. What the hell? Come on, guy. Cool. So this is gonna just give me a hard time then. Alright. Alright. Fair enough. It's back in here. What the hell? See, now I'm being made to look like a fool because it's not playing right. Because what I want to do is make that. Is there? Good God. I want to make that with an opacity of 0 because I want the gradient to go to nothing. But it is not playing right, and I'm not sure why anymore, because do I need to do this? Nope. Okay, just kidding. Nope, just kidding. Oh, you know what? No, duh. Oh, good lord. Okay, let's make this one... Why is it not letting me double click on it? I'm getting irritated. This vexes me. I'm very vexed. It's like it's not... Do I need to... Why is this not playing right? See, this is the kind of shit that I deal with. Having to deal, like, this is, and it's dumb stuff. It's little stuff like that. Like, stuff that I've done a million times, and then I go through to fix it, or I go through just on a simple thing, and then either I have somehow randomly forgotten how to do that, or it or something's not working. Yeah, exactly, Tay. Hydrate. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so let's figure this out. Show gradient swatches. See if it'll do it this way. There we go. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay, so I'm going to make that way, but we're going to do... going to do it this way. So we're going to go all the way down here. And then we're going to go to our blending mode and multiply. There we go. See, where there's a will, there's a way. Actually, in fact, instead of multiply, because multiply is pulling all that black in, let's look at a different mode here. No. Even though some of this is really cool looking. That's cool. No, but it's still black there, though. Huh. So then maybe... Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Hi. What can I do for you, madam?
That's right. I'm hungry finally.
Okay.
After all day. What can I get you?
Well, Jeff and Tay had chimichangas from Villa del Sol.
I'm not driving out to Azle to get you a chimichanga.
Why not? What sounds good?
You know what I'm getting.
Oh, come on, guy.
What? I haven't eaten all day.
Okay.
I am finally hungry. Let me
Uh,
have this.
what do I want, Twitch? What do I want to eat? Let's see. Do I know? So over there is all the fast food places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tay said, how rude of you not to go to Azle to get me Villa del Sol.
Whose side are you on, woman?
Let me think about it.
No.
Yes.
Well, how long do you need to think of that?
I don't know.
Like, are you going to
Like,
text me while I'm
2-3 hours tops.
In which case you can DoorDash it.
Wow, that was rude. You know what? I think I want Jimmy John's
Oh, okay.
Unwich.
Okay.
The turkey.
Turkey Club.
Yeah. Or Turkey Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want cheese?
Yes. But the Unwich, basically they put it in a big ass tortilla
Yeah, I was
wrap.
trying to think of what's on it.
Yeah. They said, of course she's on your side, but a man needs a chimichanga. Time to make the chimichangas.
All right, they're different.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. Do you want a pickle?
Yes. Yes, I do want a pickle.
Do you want a drink?
No. I'll drink water.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Staring contest. Okay, don't do it. Quit it. Stop. I reject. My wife, ladies and gentlemen. My wife. My wife. Those are pretty, like, it's not what they're looking for, but man, some of the stuff looks cool. I wonder if I drop down the... Oh, there we go. If I can just change the... So what I want, this is what I'm working on, what I'm trying to do. I want this white. I want it to be 0 opacity, which in other programs it's super easy to do, and I don't know why. Oh, you know what? I don't even have my. I didn't even have my my preset up.
Busy.
Good lord.
What, honey?
She wants to make herself known. She is. Let's see, I don't need that. Squish those down. Was I just missing? Was I just missing it? So if I grab this guy and I grab this, where'd it go? Oh, in my properties. So gradient. No, it's not there. What the hell? What the hell? What is this? What are you? What do you do? Gradient. Yeah, gradient. Yes. Okay. This. And this.
What?
See, it won't let me close it out. I don't know what. Jules is gonna get Chick-fil-A, and I am gonna have Jimmy John's.
Alright, kittens.
Yeah. The food doesn't drop for another hour, Kat, so I don't know what you're going on
I'm
about.
giving them treats,
Ah. Yes.
but the kittens keep snaking Izzy's.
Uh-huh. Why is my opacity not showing? That's so irritating. Alright, I'm gonna have to break down and Google it, because I'm getting irritated. This is also another big part of designing is adapting. If you don't know how to do something, you go look it up real quick. Oh, did I have I had the wrong thing selected. Oh my good lord. There. Jeez. Amateur hour. So then really, because I have it still set as normal, which shouldn't. Let's see, hang on. Let's go back. Let's see. Oh, why is it? Okay, here. We're going to start over because I'm irritated. Alright, we're going to paste in place. We are going to change the color to this thing.
We're going to do a little dance.
Oh, dark is still in there, which is why the blue's not showing. There we go. Okay, so we are going to do a gradient feather. Bloop. Come on. Okay, we're going to start there, but we can fix it in a second. Let's go. So the multiply is actually going to push the blue still in. I really need this to play right. Well, really, okay, so then what we're gonna do. You alright?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh man.
What?
We have to do.
What?
Remember when we were applying to the other place,
Uh-huh.
and they made us do this?
Uh-huh.
Now we have to do it here,
Oh, that's dumb.
and I don't have updated shot records for the catch.
Shit.
So.
Well. Okay, I'm not a fan of that blue. That blue is a little too dark for my taste to fit this. So we are going to take a look at this. Yeah, that's a lighter. You know what? Okay, we're gonna do a little trickery actually here. Here, I'm gonna change that to white. I'm going to change the opacity to complete. There we go. And then let's do this. Select this. Let's do the gradient feather. And we're going to start here and pull it down. Because I think the issue that I'm running into, the thing that I'm visually not following, is it looks like some of this, he photoshopped some of that out and added that, which I'm not sure why he would have done that. So really we just need to do this. Nope. And it's almost, you know what, we may have to change this to radial. Gradient. I'll change that to radial. So what that's going to do is do it round. So basically, we need to reverse it as well. Wait, no we don't. Go back. So it's kind of from like right there. But we need to adjust. Let's adjust that. So that's kind of like That's kind of where it is. Right? Oh, it's much bigger. Here, we're going to do it this way anyway, whether this was the original intent or not. We're going to do this. And then we're going to throw one more over it. Come on. But we're going to make it... hello, hi. What you doing, Artie? We're going to make it... Let's do a new color swatch. We're going to make it a little lighter than that other blue. Let's see. Do I have it set as normal. Why is that automatically, oh, it has the gradient feather already to it, so let's cut that out. Put this here. And let's give this a multiply to see what it does. Okay, so we're getting closer. That's actually not too bad. So then we'll actually take this, though. We're still going to give it a gradient feather. Though we're going to change... We're going to change that back to linear. Wait, did that just do... Yeah, it does go all the way to the... Bring it out a little bit more. Come on. Do my bidding. There we go. And actually, I don't want that white to hit that far down, so like I want it to go to black because that's, see here, it's all black, so we're gonna go a little bit closer, and then when we take our guy here, oh shoot, that was... Throw this over. Then we're still going to do that gradient fade. Which is not bad. Not bad at all, I don't think. It's kind of cool. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then now we have some text that we need to add. Because I'm just going to do everything I can up until this. Because I can't do anything with that right now. So also in InDesign, it's excellent for text. So because it's a layout program, like I use it to typeset stuff and that kind of thing as well. Especially with booklets. And you know what? I am gonna pop over to Liquid Sound Company's Bandcamp. Oh, they have a Wikipedia page. Oh, there's that thing. Where is that? Okay, that's cool. I found It's not going to help me though. Okay, I'm going back. We're going back. We're gonna change it up here. So what I'm doing here, I'll show you. I'm going to there. So when I clicked on images, see, there's different selections and stuff. Like there's a better version of that there, but I'm not going to be able to really still grab it and it be high quality, like high res or high quality enough to be able to send it to print and it not come out like shit. So, but then also, I can't copy and paste the song titles and stuff from that image. So we're going to have to grab it from here, from the Bandcamp, and then drop it into here. Bloop. And so looking at what they put together in the in this file, to me that text is a little hard to read. I mean, I know it kind of goes against the whole psychedelic thing, but I think I have a font that's fairly similar that's actually legible. Let's see. I got a lot of fonts too, by the way. Though really, I may end up doing. I know this is like I was talking up the text aspect of it, but I may actually do the song titles in Illustrator also, because where the fuck? All right, come on. So pitch is actually a really good one. Okay, let's do this. Let's go to Illustrator. Let's go new. We'll go ahead and do a 12 by 12. Or let's do 15 by 15. Why not? Because we can. Alright, we got CMYK set. Okay. So what I'm doing is I want it to do. This is going to be fun. Watch this. So if I go full size, I'm going to come over here to my text. I'm going to make it all caps. I'm going to change the font to pitch. So see, it's already looking psychedelic a little bit, but then watch this. So I'm going to copy it and put it up here just so I have it. And then I am going to go to Effect, Warp, and then let's see. I'm going to say twist, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Oh, you know what? Here. We're going to outline the strokes, and then we're going to make this a compound path. Just going to turn that gray so we can see it. And then we're going to do this. Where are we here? So let's look at the Photoshop version. So to me, and this is nothing against this artist, but just for my personal and professional taste, I am not a fan of this layout. Like I know it's LSD trip stuff, and so things are gonna be skewed. But like to me, it's too messy. I guess not really mess. I don't want to call it messy. Okay, what the hell? Why? Woo, that's wild. So it's really, I mean, we can still do crazy stuff like this. And what's nuts is, watch this. So if I expand it, and that basically just makes a full outline. Because until I did that, everything is still editable. Like I can go back in here into Warp Wave and do some twists and all that stuff if I want. But now that I want to do a new effect on it, I went ahead and outlined it all. And then now I want to come in here and do a different warp. So like if I do flag, horizontal, like, see, it does some really crazy stuff. So it's actually kind of cool. So then I can come in here and say copy. Oh shoot. Oh, dang. And then I'm gonna oops, sorry. Shuri, stop doing that, please. I want to paste without formatting, so then it keeps the font. Let's go flag. So that's not too. I don't think that's too bad. It's still like you can still read it. So then, actually, since I left this text, the font live, like I should be able to. So if I say cosmic liquid love, there we go. So then, really. And then if I come in here and do this, which normally I would like punch somebody for skewing text like that, but in this instance, works. So how many songs do we have? We have 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So then I'll come in here, grab this. Oh, I missed the R. Here we go. Then paste without formatting. Oops. And then again, like I'm just gonna start stretching these to where they're all the same, and then I can do some twisting and other stuff to it here in a minute. But I want to get everything. What the hell? I want to get everything in here first. And even something like this, I would probably. That's kind of cool. Okay. Alright, and paste without formatting. I know there's a shortcut for this, but I'm just having a little fun. I'll go feel you. And if for some reason, like if because that's like a single word and it looks really weird, super stretched like that, that's where I can start going through and tweaking. Because like, yeah, see, that looks weird. Who put all those things in your hair? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, where we are. Paste out formatting. There we go. And see, like, that's too long to be able to put in there for it to... That looks like tire tread. That's kind of cool. Did they... Yeah, they didn't add the lengths of the songs, but I may. Let's see. Aw, y'all turned off Green Acres to watch me? That's sweet of you. I love you guys. Not just because you're watching me ramble on TV. I love you anyway, but that's pretty special. Okay, so that's not horrible. And where, let's see, Mahayuga is the start of side B. So here, we'll drop that down. Grab one more. Let's say side A. But I'm going to kill the effects on that. Let's do this. We'll grab both of those and say bye-bye. And then we'll throw this on here and this. Here we go. Cool. Alright. I still don't know that I'm hyped on this, on the longer ones. I think it looks weird. So then maybe we grab, let's try something here. I'm going to grab that. Increase the size, and then I'm going to lower down that. No, that's not working for me either. Okay, let's see. Let's back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Come on, keep going. What the hell? Oh man. Do I have my... I think I have my undos turned down for some reason in my preferences. I don't know how that happened. So what is... I wonder what it looks... Okay, let's see. That's that size. What if we do everything? If we do all the text the same color, or I mean, sorry, the same size. See, this looks too weird. Like, yeah, that's too weird. I don't like it. Lower that size a little bit. Okay, I have an idea now. Let's mess with these a little bit. Let's go a little less of that. But then let's see what we can do with the flag. Actually, let's do wave vertical. Nope. This is where the experimentation gets fun. Okay, I don't mind that, actually. I think I'm just gonna be doing. I think I'll just do different ones for each one, but not go super crazy. So we'll kill those. Man, I like the look of that. That's cool. I can't remember. Will this pull? No, it won't. Okay. Can I? Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can. No, that did not. That did not work for me. Though I could probably make that a graphic style, and then switch it over from there. But that's kind of cool that the two song titles are like one's like the shadow of the other. That's kind of cool. I wonder if we. Oh, you know what might be kind of cool? Let's see. Let's delete that. Maybe making stairs. Make stairs out of these song titles. That's kind of cool, right? Go ahead and kill those. Ah! Also, I had switched up my sounds, and it freaks me out a little bit sometimes because it's different. It catches me off guard. Okay, I know this is different, but I'm actually really liking this. Just put that up top. I also like that the cue is kind of like going between there. That's kind of cool. I actually like that. What do y'all think? Chrome has it has a Chrome one too. That's kind of neat. And then can always do. Where are we? Oops. Let's grab these and bloop. There we go, like that. So then that will go here. And then really we can just go through and align all of those. Though they'll have to zhuzh a little bit because visually they're off just a little bit. There we go. That's kind of dope. I like that. Okay, first of all, let's get these all the same size. There we go. Except we want to alter the line. Let's see. What? Don't you talk back to me, machine. let's do this then. Let's cut that. And then let's paste in place. Oh, nope. I don't want that. I wanted to paste without formatting. There we go. So then now with this one, we'll stretch that out a little bit, even though I normally hate that. Still though, it's going to look cool as a stair. Put this like that. Or do we want to reverse that? No, we'll leave it. And then let's cut. Oh, let me grab the empty box over here, wherever it is. It's not over there. Okay. And then let's paste without formatting. And okay, I'm kind of liking this. I'm kind of liking it. What do y'all think? Because we can do something really crazy inside the text. Let's bring this up. So what I do in Illustrator is I always, when I'm working on something like this, I go ahead and pull the live versions over out of the way. In case I need to make a change if something goes weird or whatever. And then I can go through no, we don't want to go that big. Let's see. You know what? Here, let's skew that just a little more. Let's make it really look like a step. But I think I do want to space it out just a little more. That way it's not so crowded. There we go. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't mind that at all. So then really what I'll do now then, so I did make some changes, so we're going to kill that, and we're going to pull that back over. What the hell? Oh. Like that. Delete those. I'm going to hang on to this because that has the times. I don't know if I'm going to add that or not, but it, what the hell? Let me drag you. There we go. Yeah, Jeff. I could just see you shaping young minds. That's awesome. All right, let's do some fun shape stuff. Wanna? Let's see. Where are my dynamic shapes? This tool. So, by the way, this is another thing that Aaron Draplin showed me that I got sucked into big time. All of these plugins here, these are all Astute Graphics tools, basically. They take stuff that Illustrator didn't natively do, or something that they do but really kind of needed to be tweaked, and made it better. And it's phenomenal. So, for example, I'm going to make a dynamic shape. Right now it looks like a gear, because the last time I used this, I was making gears. And then you can open it up, and live, you can make changes and watch it. See, look at that. Isn't that cool? I freaking love it. Freaking love it. And then you can also adjust this kind of stuff. You can change the little stuff they call the fillet. So there's tip fillet, base fillet, there's the base. You can make changes here. You can do the width. You can do the root size. It's so awesome. You can do the tooth height a little differently. You can do a tip, just the tip. You can widen that out. So the reason why I'm doing this is, and really I want to, let's see, let's do that. I do not want, let's see, what does that do? Oh, that's the location, duh. I don't want this, let's see. Oh, wrong one, oops. I want to do that. There we go. I didn't want that middle. I definitely want the tip sharper. Definitely want to make that a little wider. There we go. Do that. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to make out a kind of a fake tie-dye. With these shapes. Even though right now it basically looks like COVID. So then we're going to add more teeth. Go. No, we want to make that bigger. Let's go 6. There we go. Cool. Now, I want to make everything like oh, I didn't know I could do that. That's super cool. I still learn stuff doing this, especially with like Astute Graphics and that kind of thing. Like, look at that. How cool is that? That's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, I want the tooth to be thinner. What do you do? Nothing? Like, I definitely want to, why is this not letting me, like, it's supposed to select all of the points. And really what I want to do is smooth it out. But you know what? I don't have to do that here. So let's just pick a random color. Go. Copy. I'm going to paste in place. Let's make this red. Or I guess that's orange. Paste in place. Make that smaller. Rotate. Let's make that green. It's not really doing what I want it to do. That's kind of wild. Huh. I don't mind that. But that's not what that's not the look I'm going for, though. Let me see here. Dynamic, where are we? Dynamic shapes. I could just do the cloud look. Oh, somebody's saying hi. And that somebody would be Shuri. So right now I'm just kind of experimenting to try to get just some weird shapes. And then I'll start like really tweaking stuff and mixing it up a little bit. Hey, look at that. Isn't that wild? Like, it looks like looks like the 60s Batman. Pow! But I don't quite want that one. I want to grab we want tweak. I mean, it almost looks like kind of like paint splatters. But I don't really want to do paint splatters. I'm looking for a very specific thing. I thought it was pucker and bloat. And it's not bulge. That's not what I'm looking for. Neat. Oh, you know what? It was the pucker and bloat tool. That's what I wanted. Where are you? Pucker and bloat. Where are you? Pucker and bloat. Where are you, little buddy? I know you're here somewhere. Here you are. Where are you under? There you are. Alright, so oh, I forgot I have to manually do this. It's stupid. See, and then you can do all kinds of weird stuff. Isn't that all crazy? It's awesome. Man, that's weird. The reason why I'm doing this, just to tie everything together, is... Oh, you know what? Oh, let's do that. Let's do 9 inches by 9 inches. Oh, that's cool. All right. You know what though? Here, let's take this even further. Let's get a twist or twirl.
Hey, twirl.
Hate the twirl. Little Andy Bernard for you. Can I? No, I can't. Okay. So I have to do it this way. Let's do 13 inches by 13 inches. Let's try that. So if I put that in the very middle and then I just press and hold, look at that. That's freaking cool looking. I did it too many or too much, but so if I barely do that, look at that. I love this. I love it. Oops. Isn't that rad? That's so cool. Let's change this to, let's do 20 inches by, oh, I guess we're doing 13.888. That's as high as we can go, jerks. Let's change that a little bit. Let's change that a little bit. Let's see what that does. Okay, that is pretty freaking cool. So then what we're going to do then, we're going to lower the size of this. Or, no, just kidding. We're going to raise the size of that. No, we're going to lower. We're going to lower the size of this, and then we're going to lower the size of this. Like, I kind of want to, I want to make that center yellow a little less abrupt. So then really, if I go the green a little bigger as well, and then I go back to that twirl, let's see what that does. That's pretty super. That's pretty super. I like that. I like how weird it's getting. That's the best part of this. In fact, I wonder what would happen if we just come in here and do a little this. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to copy it, because I want to expand it and then do some real weird shit to it. Let's see. Object, expand. Here we go. Highlight all of those, and then let's go to twirl. Whoop. Yeah. So cool. Shapes. It's like all those creatures that, what's his name from Spy Kids would make people into, into the clay. And let's roughen it a little bit. What? Oh, well, hello. Another appearance from Miss Artemis Jane. Hi. What you doing, kid? What you doing, bud? Yeah, you're on the internet. Yes, you are. You're on the internet. Just going to give you some scratches. Gotta pay the cat tax. Yep. You good, bud? You good, baby? Yeah. Don't worry, bud. You're going to get fed in like 8 minutes. Actually, maybe sooner, because sometimes it drops early. Okay, so now I'm going to switch back to that pucker, the pucker thing. Oh man, it doesn't like me doing that. But see how many like just crazy shapes you get out of that? Look at that. That's super cool. I don't know how it's going to help us here, but I sure think that's awesome. Quit error. Quit giving me errors. Whoa, what the hell? Oh. Dude. Yep, she sat on the audio too. Cool. Yeah, that was Artie's doing. She changed the scene on me and apparently muted me too. So cool. There's that. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and then. And see, that's the kind of crazy stuff you can do. It's not exactly what I'm going to do here, but place that in place. Oh man, must be on the struggle bus here because Illustrator's not very happy with me. Almost looks like Cool Runnings. What the hell, dude? Okay, we're gonna pull that down. We're gonna move that, and then we're gonna send that to the back. So then, see, you get some really crazy shit when you do that. Let's see. We save this as, because we definitely want to experiment more with that. Let's change that. Put that in the working files folder, and we're gonna call this LSC text. And we're going to save that. There we go. All right. Well, I think this is a good time to call it. We're at about the 3 3/4 mark. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it so I can go eat my Jimmy John's. But thank you so much for hanging out. This has been a really great time. I know there are going to be some kinks to work out with all of this, but this was super fun, and I am glad that you stopped by. So next time we will work on some. We'll keep experimenting with that text, and then we'll also start dropping stuff into the InDesign file that has the little thingy. Anyway, love you guys. You guys be good, and if you can't be good, then don't get caught. Love ya.